8 reasons why you shouldn't give a damn about your rank in Deceit. Rank is not a good estimate of your performance as a player. As an innocent, you're only 25% of a team, and you can be the best player in the world, you can never make a mistake, you will still lose if your teammates aren't paying attention or are bad at the game or just don't like you for any particular reasons. What that translates into is that winning and losing isn't really as centered on your performance as much as it is on, well, basically luck. The game is unstable. Sometimes it crashes on you, some other times it crashes on your teammates. Sometimes you are in a 5-man game where you are either incredibly disadvantaged or advantaged depending on how the teams were made. When a high rank makes a call, people do think twice about what that person said. So, you know, you might see someone drinking a blood bag, you know, very casually, and you might just call him out, but then people see that you're a high rank and they just assume that since you are so good at the game where deception matters, you are pretty good at lying too. So you'll be assumed to be lying rather than telling the truth. So then all of a sudden, that person that you called out might not even get down because nobody trusts you. Infected will target you. If you are the only player with a high rank in a game, you'd be damn sure the infected will do the best to get you first, especially if they don't know who has the antidote. Sometimes they might not even get to that, they might just try to frame you just because they know that once they get rid of you, their win will be almost guaranteed. The player base is quite low, which means that you can play with a bunch of low ranks while you are, well, diamond. And because of that, when you win, you get just, I don't know, 3 yellow, but if you lose 20. And that's a pretty big problem when we take into consideration that you don't have much control over winning or losing because, you know, as I said before, you only represent a fraction of your team. Getting to diamond rank is not even that hard. It's mostly about spending a lot of time playing the game, and for some people it doesn't even need to be a lot of time spent on playing the game. That is because when you win with your infected partner, you get an extra mark towards your rank progression. When you escape with the other innocents, you also get an extra mark. So eventually the times you get the extra mark will overcome the times you lose and therefore give you a progression towards diamond. You might think that having a high rank will earn the respect of the players that you end up matching with, but that's not really true. You earn their respect by respecting them back and making good calls, not being bad at the game, and generally not being an asshole. Alright, so this might be the best reason for which you shouldn't care about your rank. It's the equivalent of having fun versus just grinding in a game. You, as innocent, should leave after you vote out both of the infected early on. And it is usually the case because the infected plays very aggressively and they try to get that, you know, nasty 2v2 in stage 2, right? So they drink in the last 10 seconds of the first stage. During the first blackout they kill 2 people, and if they fail in doing that, it's usually going to end up in a 3v2 out of which the innocents end up voting out the infected. So then you have the whole stage 2 to go through and the whole blackout 2 and the whole stage 3 and the whole blackout 3 to go through to finish the game, when you could instead just exit right there and go into the next game. Alright, that was it. Thank you all very much for watching, and sup fool, trying to make them nerds not care about rank so you can be number 1, eh? Bro, how did you even get in the room? The door's locked. Got a spare key, fool. I think I will have that. Thank you very much. Well, I don't think so, bruh. Not unless you want Ma to know about your Emma Watson shrine now, eh? Ma ain't gonna know about no Emma Watson shrine, man. Now give me that. Yeah? How so? Cause dead man can't talk, man. That's why.
Whatever,
No, you come right here.
Congrats on Diamond Shank.
Thank you, man. I worked so hard for it. I want to thank my mother, my brother, my sister, my two cousins.
And me, yes.
And absolutely, man, I couldn't do it without you. Oh my god, I'm so happy.
Thank you,
I am
thank you.
crying tears right now.